Good evening. We present the news summary. The Department of Employment presented the National Human Resource Plan 2025 to 2029 to representatives from different departments in the government sector as well as private sector. This was during a validation workshop at the Eden Bleu. The aim was to review national interventions on human resource planning, question the status quo, and propose innovative actions for a future where everyone's aspirations are fulfilled. Following the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, the Employment Department found it necessary to update the plan in order to reflect the effects on the labor market.
The National HR Plan will enhance existing employment services and counseling for job seekers. It is also anticipated that the plan will assist in informed careers guidance to students, graduates, and job seekers alike. The assessment of employment programs of the ministry will also add towards these efforts. Moreover, skills acquisition should not be limited only for the purpose of securing a job. The new HR plan will also focus on lifelong learning, and I call on all of us to participate actively. This is because with the rapid transformations happening across the world, such as digitalization and climate change, workers will need to continuously adapt and be upskilled so that they can maintain their livelihoods. Businesses will also need to keep abreast with new practices in order to remain relevant and competitive. We will need to undertake inclusive planning processes so that our stakeholders mainstream national HR planning actions in their plans and budget.
The victory celebrations for the 4 years since the l'Union démocratique sicéloise LDS won the 2020 elections began with a motorcade. The celebration was yesterday, and the theme of the motorcade and rally was no turning back. The motorcade started at the Stade Populaire car park, passing through Montfleury, Plaisance, Cascade, Pointe-la-Rue, Anse-au-Pin to the Anse-Royal playing field where the rally was held. In line with the government's effort to reduce non-compliance in tax payment, many of its entities, amongst which the Revenue Commission, SRC, meeting throughout this week along with experts from Tax Inspectors Without Borders. The SRC's Commissioner General Vashna Singh said the expertise from local experts will be of great help.
The Tax Inspectors Without Borders is one of the biggest capacity building programs globally. And the uniqueness of TRWB is that it brings on board serving tax officials as well as tax experts to work with the country on the ground, hand-holding, and to take them through the building of capacity so that it is sustainable in the future. It is not easy to find such experts, but through the TRWB program, which is a joint program between the OECD as well as the UNDP, they have a roster of experts which they call upon.
An Australian engineer has shared his knowledge of 3D printing with students and teachers from the University of Seychelles and the Institute of Technology during a workshop. There are several types of 3D printers, but the one used in the workshop is an advanced version called FDM, or Fused Deposition Modeling.
Since 3D printing is becoming more common and quite easy to use, a workshop was held to share knowledge about such topic. Adam Barry, an Australian engineer, says that small countries like Seychelles will benefit greatly from 3D printing and that they will not have to rely on large countries for various equipment and resources.
3D printing is going to be the future of manufacturing. When I tell you future of manufacturing, it's going to be like I pick a product online and actually produce a part where I am. So I don't need to be actually going order something online and get things done. FDM technology is the easiest way to print. It's the cheapest way to print, and you don't need to have great skill to manufacture something. And it's easily available. It's cheap. It's cheap way of like manufacturing. The machine is cheap itself. So that's why FDM is very, very like, like the fashion around. Everyone want to have an FDM machine at home.
Elijah Gedeon explained why he believes 3D printing will be beneficial for him and his classmates.
I find this as a suitable way to like expand my creativity when it comes to building. So the thing with Seychelles buildings we are limited by the expense of a design of a building. So like if there's an architecture feature to it, it might be a little bit too expensive. So what what I'm learning today, the 3D work things, it might lower the prices of those buildings so that I can extend the amount of things I can do.
It was also suggested during the workshop that 3D printing should be introduced in primary schools, as it's believed that 3D printers will be used in everyday life.
This was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.